What is up, everybody? It is Ed Gow Jr. from Dad Central and
Drew Solon from Dad Central.
look, and the reason why, because Drew's excited and I'm excited and we're excited because the Fatherhood Summit is almost ready to go. Drew, what are you excited about with this summit?
Well, it's hard to just summarize it, but I'm excited because I think this has huge impact for dads in their most important roles. My excitement is the fact that we get to contribute to fathers and their families and helping them in whatever way that they might need. So the summit to me is something that I feel honored to be part of. I've learned a lot just in doing the process of like recording these great conversations on these important topics. And so I've already benefited with, having heard each of the experts that we've had on and knowing that even if a dad just listens to one talk, they're going to take something away and be able to apply it right away. And it's going to help them. That's a trifecta for me. It's pretty good. How about you?
So many things. First of all, well, in no specific order, it's a global conversation because we have experts as far away from Australia taking part in this. Second of all the different nuances and things, every conversation, for me, there's been at least one, and I say at least, but for me, more than one takeaway, but I think there'll be a takeaway for everyone. And I think especially in the fact that we've got such a great cosmopolitan group, men, women, different perspectives, sharing their learned experiences, shared others' experience, and just having fun with this, and just each speaker or share, as I like to say, talking about how important fatherhood is from a global perspective. That has been really powerful and a lot of actionable steps. And my hat tips off to you because you've been doing a lot of stuff in the background to make this a reality. So kudos to you.
Well, thank you, Ed. You've been a huge part of that as well, and you're doing just as much work. So let's just make sure that everyone knows that too. So today, our goal is really to give you a quick overview of the summit, so that you can see the value that you can gain and to be able to engage in the way that's going to be most valuable for you. So we're really going to go through the 3 days, talking about the themes, and maybe 1 or 2 highlights of the speakers, and then that'll be it for today. So why don't we start by looking at day 1, Ed? And the theme for day 1 is health and self-care for dads. And we heard a lot through I'd say almost every talk about the importance of fathers caring for themselves. So I think it makes a great sense that this is the starting point of day 1. So one of the key conversations that I love from day 1, and so day 1, you're going to hear from Mark Craven, Breaking the Cycle, How to Become a Dad Who Kisses His Sons. You're going to hear from Ralph Anania, The Resilient Dad, Balancing Family and Personal Goals. And then you're going to hear from John Sendham, Empowering Dads, Tools for Overcoming Anger and Anxiety in Fatherhood. And then a reminder, at the end of every day from 9 till 10 p.m. Eastern time, we will have a live coaching or a Q&A with some of our guest speakers. So that you're not only going to get to be able to ask Ed and I questions and get some help for your immediate father challenges, but you're going to have the guests who've shared at some of these live coachings as well. On a Thursday, we're going to have a bunch of people there. So you can ask great questions to some of our multiple of our guest speakers. So that's day 1. So as we're going to say, what stood out to me is Mark Craven's conversation and acknowledging the elephant in the room that many dads may not, is the fear that they experience in the process of becoming a father or even going through their fatherhood journey. So that really stood out to me. What about for you for day 1?
Well, I'll make it. I'll take a different conversation. Ralph Ania, who is from Australia, and the peace that he has at this point in his fatherhood journey. He just seems very peaceful, and also and I don't know, I can't remember from the conversation, but he actually has his son working with him in his business, and that peace that he has with himself in his fatherhood journey. And he's had quite a journey, like all our speakers, but just his peace and what he's been through, and now coming back to him, his son working with him, and he didn't put any pressure on his son to work with him. So I thought that was a beautiful piece.
Yeah, amazing. We had Ralph on the podcast probably 2 years ago now, and to see where he's at is and that engagement with his children, particularly with his son, working with him, really powerful. A great testament to Ralph and the resilience that he's shown in his own fatherhood journey, and he's going to impart to other people through his talk. So, yeah, that's a great one.
Yeah.
Let's talk about day two. So, day two, the theme is relationships. And we're going to hear from Doctors John Olaf and Dr. Nina Gao. They're going to talk about how to navigate intimate relationships and with key insights from their research. And this was one of those, for me, a talk that stood out because the research really mapped onto a lot of the things that we've heard or a lot of the resources we've built with Dead Central. So that was cool. You're going to hear from Dr. Roberto Olivardia, how to create deeper connections with your children. And then you can hear from Vidal Regisford, licensed psychotherapist, about working effectively as a co-parent. So these tools that you're going to need in whether you're still married or if you're separated, divorced in particular, you're going to get some great insights on how to navigate that effectively. And of course, a reminder, live coaching, 9 till 10 p.m. Eastern time that evening as well. So I already said what stood up for me. How about for you from day two?
Yeah, with Vidal in regards to, and it's a situation that many dads, fathers, male caregivers are in, the whole area of co-parenting. And not only in the area of co-parenting, taking care of yourself, your children, and your partner, but especially the taking care of yourself. The self-care aspect is so important because dad, if you're not good, it can lead to challenges in your relationship with your co-parent and with your children. So getting a perspective on that is really, really important. And I just want to tag on in regards to Dr. John Olaf and Dr. Nagao, the information, the facts, like data has no emotion. So what they're sharing is facts from fathers about fatherhood. So I leaned into two there, but I thought it was important that, the data is important.
Yeah, that was a great point. And I'm really excited for that content for this day, knowing that the research on what helps fathers and fatherhood is the ability to navigate and work well with your partner. And obviously, if you're married, or at least living with your children's mother, the ability to work well it pays significant dividends for your own well-being, but especially for your child and their development as well. So I think it's a crucial day, valuable day, and I loved all of the speakers from that day, but in particular, I'm excited that fathers can get a lot in a short period of time and some great actual takeaways, which is our goal with everything. So, day three, the theme is parenting, and we've got I'd say heavy hitters on day three. We've got Dana Abraham. So she is like a best-selling author, and she is talking about Calm the Chaos, the number one secret to help dads keep their cool when kids melt down. We're also hearing from Jeff Nelligan, an author, and he's written a couple of great books and has amazing real life stories, I'd say. And his topic is instilling values and building grit in your children. I'm not sure if there's any father who doesn't want to achieve that, and Jeff gives great insight. And then we have Tasha Shore. She is, again, one of the big names in parenting, and she's going to talk about the 5 most common mistakes parents make when trying to end aggression. And of course, we're going to cement all of that with another live coaching / Q&A call at 9 p.m. Eastern time on Saturday, September 28th. So if I'm going to let you go first for this one before I say, here's my one takeaway. I want to hear what you say.
You know what? I love all of them. I love everyone. And on this one, it's really challenging because they're all really good. Geez, it's tough. You put the pressure on me, guy, but that's all right. So what I'm going to do is, in regards to Tasha Shore, because a lot of times people make the assumption that it's dads that are very passionate about boys. Tasha is a mother that's very passionate about boys. And you don't see that. It's not the commonplace, but she's very passionate. And her whole platform is about raising healthy boys. And her experiences personally, professionally with boys is absolutely fantastic. We really appreciate it, and she's really cool and a lot of fun and but a lot of good value. And she's been doing it for a long time. Like all our speakers have been, they're not just people that just jumped in. They've been doing the journey. They've been doing the work. So I'll put Tasha out there. I could go with all three of them, but I went with Tasha first.
Yeah. As I said, like this is a heavy hitter day. They are each unique, tremendously valuable, highly accomplished, and so many people get so much value from what they bring to the table. And so I'm going to wrap it up by simply saying you don't want to miss day 3 because at
You
the end of
can't,
the
okay,
day,
hold on a second. How can you do that? You get me to choose one. Oh, I'm gonna just don't want to miss. All right, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good.
you
I'm good.
don't want to miss day 3 because there's so much value packed by each of these heavy hitters in 30 minutes or less. And to me, you're going to gain so much if nothing else. Never miss day 3 because you're gonna take something that's going to help you in every single way. So that's my that's mine. That's why I let you go first.
Okay, so I'm gonna trump you. Don't miss it
Right.
any of the days. So now we
Fair
can
enough.
on that. Don't miss any of the days. So
You're right.
how can what are some things that we need to share with people right now?
Well, one, we need to share that obviously the summit's here for you, fathers. It's designed to help you. It's designed in ways that's practical. Every conversation is short, 30 minutes or less, and you're given next steps. You're given something to take and do, and it's going to make you better and it's going to help you in your circumstances. So that's first and foremost. Second is you've got to engage on that day. So if you've registered, that's fantastic. We can't wait for you to get this information, but you've only got that short window, 24 hours of access for each day. So from 12 a.m. till 11:59 p.m., you can watch to your heart's content, take notes, consume that information, and help you. But as I said, after those 24 hours, it's gone, and then you're on to the next day. So my encouragement to you is this: you might want to consider our VIP package. And so, what this is going to give you is exclusive bonus materials. It's going to give you lifetime access to all of these talks. You're going to get our day access to day 5. So we've actually got a second part of the summit. It starts at the beginning of 2025, and we've got day 5, which is a secret speaker sessions. We're going to scour, and if you thought day 3 was heavy hitters, day 5 is going to be the heaviest of heavy hitters because
Oh
we
yeah.
want to simply
Oh,
impact dads in the way, but you only get access when you're a VIP to day 5. You're also going to get an exclusive group coaching session for personalized support as a VIP. Plus, you're going to get a one-on-one coaching call with me as part of that VIP package. The other thing is you'll get a few sponsor discounts. Dubman plus Kiera has been generous with us. They provided a bonus for our VIP members that's going to give you some discounts. And so we're really excited about this VIP package. But again, that VIP package is limited time. So when you register, you'll get an opportunity to engage in that VIP. We're keeping it open because I think we know there's so much value, but I don't know how long it's going to be kept open. Because we're going to have to continue to move forward and get the group coaching scheduled and get the one-on-one coaching call scheduled. So we help support fathers who are really looking to engage with us. So I'd say VIP package is a great opportunity to have lifetime access plus all those amazing bonuses. And you really do need to act now because there's really no time like the present to engage in. As I said at the beginning, I have taken so much and from each of those talks, and I just can't wait for dads to do the same and be able to access it whenever they want with such great content.
Yeah. Don't have much to add on that. Nothing lasts forever, family. So this summit isn't going to be forever daily, and also the VIP that isn't going to last forever. And think about it: you're going to have lifetime access if you go onto the VIP. Lifetime access plus coaching calls and extras that will not only benefit you, but your family for generations to come. Because the knowledge you'll get there, you'll be able to not only carry on with your own family, but your children's. They're going to get foundational learning on parenting also through you as a dad. So I want to encourage you not only to attend the event each day, but also do the VIP thing. You're not going to regret it.
Yeah, and I think this naturally comes up is like, I mean, I've got VIP. I got to pay a little extra for this, and I'm going to be honest. Most dads do not invest in their fatherhood. That's just the truth. And so, but the challenge here is this, and if we don't invest in our fatherhood, we're basically saying my family, my fatherhood don't really matter. And if you ask dads honestly, say, hey, what matters to you? I can't find a dad who's going to be like, well, my family doesn't matter to me, or my fatherhood doesn't matter to me. Like they all say it matters, but many times then you ask them, so what have you done to help your fatherhood journey? Oh, well, not really clear. This is a clear, actionable next step that any dad can take. And honestly, the investment is so small. Like we have basically curated some of these fantastic resources and we're giving it away. I mean, it's like 83% off, like the actual value of having all these speakers. We've given it to you in a VIP package that's so low that it makes the investment minimal. I mean, and so I just want to encourage dads, if you're honest with yourself, what is your family and your fatherhood truly worth to you? Because if you don't invest in it, then you're basically saying it doesn't really matter to me. So I want to encourage you. I know it matters to you. So take this small step and I guarantee you, literally, and there's very few guarantees in life, that I guarantee you, you will get something that helps you and you feel valued and more encouraged and more uplifted and more supported. And that's the other thing. We hear a lot from dads, oh, there isn't much out there for dads. Well, guess what? We're building it and we're making it for you and we're bringing it to you and we're really eliminating the barriers. So I'd encourage you, if your fatherhood matters to you, come join us. Check it out. What's the worst thing that can happen?
Yeah. Well, I'll just end off with something really short. Dad, is fatherhood an investment or an expense? I leave it at that. Looking forward to seeing you at the summit. Looking forward to your feedback. Looking forward to your participation. Let's make this happen. Take care. As always, don't just manage your time, manage your energy. And remember to give yourself grace and see you at the summit.